Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Maya. Welcome to the second series of Behind the Rhymes.
The mountain we all climb. Just one. The card that fell out the pack. The joker's on the floor. 53 cards now, not 54. I am the card that fell from the deck. I'm not an ace or a king. Absent from the pack. I'm not there. You can check. I'm the card that nobody uses. Nobody needs. Some abuses. I'm the card that lies on the floor. Sometimes a fool. Sometimes more. You can still play the game without me there. I'm the card that doesn't belong. I'm the card that probably has a purpose, but no one really cares or knows for sure.
What lies behind just one? What inspired you to write it, Andrew?
Over the years, I've played lots of card games. So one interpretation of this is that it's a card game basically. And I often wondered when you open a new pack of cards, you get 54 cards. And there's two jokers in there, but no one ever uses the jokers at all. They're usually discarded, lost, or put in back into the box and never used. In fact, I think there are only one or two card games that use jokers. And then it got me thinking about myself as a card in a game or in a deck of cards.
So you're not an ace or a king. You're an ordinary man, so to speak. And the game can go on without you. These are words of alienation. Did you feel alienated from your life?
Yes, so this is a look inside me, and I am the fool. So I am one of the jokers. I am the card that nobody uses. Sometimes a fool, sometimes more. Um, I've felt this way. I don't feel this way now, but I felt this way in the past. There, in relationships, in work settings. I mean, life does go on whether I am there or not. Uh,
Whether any of us are there or not, life goes on.
yes. Well, we're all in a game of some sort or another. Sometimes you're in a game. Sometimes you don't. This metaphor. Oh, I'm in the winning hand. I've got the winning hand. I've never thought that I've had the winning hand.
What is your purpose? What do you get up for in the morning?
Mainly to go to work. No, I don't know. I mean, that drive changes day to day. I mean, sometimes I don't choose to sort of wake up or get up in the morning. That's my brain clicks on, and then that's it. The day started there. Um, I I guess motivation changes from year to year in your life. I never had a problem getting up for school. I was always quite keen. There are some days when I've had a problem getting up for work. I mean, how do you see this in your own
This is
experience?
actually one of the poems that I really like. One of your poems that when I read it first, I thought, what a brilliant idea to compare oneself with a deck of cards, especially with a joker, which, as you say, sometimes is used, sometimes isn't used, sometimes it's lost. So it struck me the feeling of alienation that you talk about in the poem. So yeah, that's why I wanted to include it in the second series of our podcast. Um, for me, the words, you can still play the game without me there. They're kind of words of resignation. And that's where I found myself in this poem because I've given up a lot of games that were played in my name or I was included in without actually being asked whether I want to be included in.
There are two types of fools. There's the fool that knows they're being the fool, and then there's a fool that is a fool but doesn't know that they're a fool. And I think I've certainly, from my experience, played both of those characters in my time. I don't know about you.
Uh, that's difficult to say. it's difficult to say, but it's one thing that I really like about this poem is that you've recognized that role and put it down on paper. So it's an eye opener. Now that we know what lies behind these rhymes, would you like to read the poem again, please?
Just one. The card that fell out the pack. The joker's on the floor. 53 cards now, not 54. I am the card that fell from the deck. I'm not an ace or a king. Absent from the pack. I'm not there. You can check. I'm the card that nobody uses. Nobody needs. Some abuses. I'm the card that lies on the floor. Sometimes a fool. Sometimes more. You can still play the game without me there. I'm the card that doesn't belong. I'm the card that probably has a purpose, but no one really cares or knows for sure.
You've been listening to Behind the Rhymes, the mountain we all climb, with me, Maja.
And me, Andrew. If you like this podcast, look out for more by us on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Breaker,
Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and Spotify.